All right, welcome back. I'm joined by a special guest, of course, Senator Steve Daines. Thanks for waking up with us so early this morning.
Good morning, Justine.
And good morning to you, and we'll just get right on into this interview. You're going to be hosting a forum in Missoula later this morning on forest management. So what do you hope to learn from that?
Well, I've been traveling around the state, hearing a lot from families that have lost their jobs. We've got forested counties in western Montana with low median incomes, high unemployment rates. Our forest timber production is down 82% under national forest from where it used to be in Montana. So we're looking at ways how to get these jobs back. It creates revenues for our schools, our infrastructure, and we get healthier forests. We see these dying forests, we see the beetle kill, we see the wildfires. We can manage our forests more effectively, reduce that risk of wildfire, and create jobs.
All right, and the Montana legislature debating bills that would, in theory, put the state in control of federal lands. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I think Montanans are concerned about the way our lands are being managed today in Montana. I think that Montana should have a louder voice in that process. Instead of these federal bureaucrats 2,000 miles away who don't understand our way of life out here in Montana. And so we need to have a louder voice in that process. We need to be able to manage these federal lands and have an opportunity to ensure that the Montana voice is heard in this process.
Especially because these lands are so important to us.
Well, they are. They're a treasure. I grew up hunting, fishing, like Montanans do. And these are treasures for us. We need to protect our public lands, keep our public lands public. We shouldn't ever be selling our public lands, but we should be doing a better job of managing them. I think Montanans have some good ideas how to do that.
All right, well, thank you. And the president expected to veto the Keystone Pipeline. Will it be dead after this?
Well, gosh, we had a good, strong bipartisan vote in both the United States Senate and the United States House. The Montana delegation is unified behind the Keystone Pipeline. I think it's time to stop debating it and let's start building it. It's the jobs, it's tax revenues for Montana, $70 million a year in tax revenues for our schools and for our infrastructure, and it's an environmentally sound way to transport oil.
The transfer of oil is very much a concern now, especially after the pipeline leak into the Yellowstone River, of course, and the recent crash of an oil tanker in West Virginia. What can be done to make oil safer, and are our rivers in Montana in danger because of the pipeline?
Well, I think clearly it says we need to continue to modernize our infrastructure. That pipeline that leaked in the Yellowstone was 60 years old. If an old rusting bridge collapses, that means we need to improve and build a new high-tech bridge. The Keystone Pipeline is one of the most environmentally sound, technologically advanced pipelines yet created. And so I think that's a strong reason why we need to move forward here with infrastructure and the modernization of it.
And the president has been criticized by Republicans for not being more forceful in fighting ISIS, of course, a big issue now. But do you think Montanans want to send troops back into that region?
Well, I think we're very concerned what's going on with these horrible images that we see coming from the Middle East. I think what concerns greatly back in Washington is a lack of a strategy to defeat this enemy, this radical Islam. And so we're looking for a strategy from the president that can succeed, that can remove this threat to our homeland and this threat, frankly, to the entire world.
You've been in the Senate now for just over a month, so how is it different from the U.S. House?
Well, I described it in Montana terms. It's like going from a AA high school. I'm a Bozeman High graduate from years ago. It's like going from a AA high school to Class C in the sense you had the large class sizes in a AA school, the smaller class sizes in Class C. That's what it's like in the Senate. It's a much smaller body. It's actually more collegial, and you really get to know the other members a lot better early on now than my time in the House. I'm very much enjoying it. It's absolutely an honor to be able to serve Montana back in the Senate.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on Montana This Morning. Of course, you're headed to the forum soon this morning.
We are. We'll be talking about, again, timber reform, what we need to do here to make our forests healthier and create jobs.